On. Okay, beta, the recording of the meeting is now on. So let's continue with our topic. So yesterday we had done a couple of concepts in Chartwrok. The last one which we touched upon was the concept of raising, dipping of a lighthouse or first last sighting of a lighthouse. So I told you about three different types of ranges. We talked about the geographical range, which is basically the range of an object as limited by the curvature of the earth. We discussed about the nominal range, which is given on the chart. And we saw that it is the range of a lighthouse in a meteorological visibility of 10 miles. And then I showed you the PLR, luminous range diagram. So from the luminous range diagram, we can obtain the present luminous range of any light in the given visibility condition. So then we saw that out of these two, geographical range and the PLR, whichever is the shorter one is basically the range at which the lighthouse will become visible to us. It is generally known as first sighting and last sighting. When you are moving towards the lighthouse, at that particular range, it will be sighted first. And when you are moving away from the lighthouse, at that particular range, it will be sighted in the last moment. So we can also sometimes denote it by raising or dipping of a lighthouse. Raising means when you start to see that light. When you are moving towards the light and you start to see it, it is also known as you have raised a lighthouse. And when you are moving away from the light and it disappears, you stop seeing the light, it is known as dip. The lighthouse has dipped. So raising and dipping of the lighthouse. So today we will be proceeding on to other concepts, other pending concepts which we have. So before I open up the presentation and proceed ahead, any doubts, queries coming to your mind related to yesterday's topics, beta? Anything? Okay, that's great. So let's proceed on to today's topic, see what all topics we have. So these are our pending topics. This is the topic which we did yesterday. Let's make it green. The next topic which we have is the transfer of a position circle. So let us first see this concept. So once we have done that, the second concept which we have for today is keeping the lighthouse right ahead. And the third one is use of a single position line. So let us see how many of them we can do today. First, let's move with transfer of a position circle. Okay, let me first tell you what is this concept of transferring of a position circle. Now, there are many methods in Chartwrok in terrestrial navigation with which we can obtain position circles. What is the meaning of a position circle? Position circle is a circle on the chart. The position of the vessel lies on that circle only. So a circle on which the vessel's position can lie anywhere is known as a position circle. We are already familiar with the concept of position line. A position line is a line on which the vessel's position lies. Similarly, a position circle is a circle on which the vessel's position lies. Some methods with which we can find position circles, they are horizontal sextant angles. If you measure the angle between two lights, then that angle can give you a position circle. You can measure the vertical sextant angle. So if you get the vertical sextant angle of a light, it again gives you a position circle. So December and January batch, but I have not done these concepts with you, but we will be doing them eventually as we proceed ahead. We will be doing them. So you will come to know how a position circle is obtained. For now, the concept of position circle should be clear in your mind so that we can see this particular topic. Another thing which we did yesterday, that is geographical range, luminous range, and nominal range, again gives us a position circle. If you have raised a light and the light has just appeared on the horizon, and you check up the geographical range and the luminous range, and you come to know that geographical range is the lesser one. So then you pick up that geographical range and that becomes the radius of your position circle. So with that geographical range, you can make or draw a position circle. Okay, so this GR, NR and PLR concept which we did yesterday, again is a method with which we can obtain position circles. Now, if we have obtained one position circle at any particular time, let us say 0800 in the morning, we obtained one position circle using any of the methods. And at that time, there was no other PL or position circle available to us. So we will not be able to find out our position at that time. We can only draw this circle. Like you see in this diagram, we have a light here. And at 0800, we have obtained a position circle. This is that position circle. So you just mark that position circle on the chart. Now let's say you keep on proceeding on your course. You are steering a particular course, a certain current is also affecting you. And after 20 minutes, you have another position circle available to you. So at 8:20, another position circle is available to you. Let me mark it with a different color. Let us say this is the position circle which is available to us now at 8:20. So another lighthouse. Okay, we take a VSA or a range and we get this green color position circle for 8:20. Now these two position circles, the blue one and the green one, they are at different times. The first position circle is referring to 8 o'clock. Second position circle is 0820. So we cannot combine these two position circles. If we want to combine them, then we have to bring both the circles to the same time. Now, most of the time, we are interested in our latest position. So we bring the previous circle to the latest time. So in this case, 0800 circle needs to be transferred to 0820. Now, how do we transfer a position circle? Transferring a position line is very simple. If you have a PL, let us say we have a PL on the chart represented by double arrows on both the sides. Whenever you draw a PL, you will usually have a reference point. If it is a celestial PL, you will have a observed latitude or a observed longitude or a intercept. So a reference point is there. Now, when you want to transfer this PL, What you have to do is you simply have to apply your course steered, whatever course you are steering, you have to apply whatever current is affecting you. Once you apply these two, you know what is the course made good of the ship. So this is the course made of good of the ship. We can represent it with double arrows. So whatever position you reach, that is your estimated position, you just draw a line parallel to the first line, and this becomes your transferred position line. This is the method by which we transfer a PL. Now, the concept is very, very simple. It's a basic geometrical concept that if you have two parallel lines, you select one point on a particular line, you measure a certain course and a certain distance. This is what you have made good, and you reach to the other parallel line. Now, irrespective of whichever point you pick up on the first line, if you apply the same course and distance, you will always reach on the parallel line. So first PL was telling us that our position lies somewhere on the first PL. By transferring it, we have the transferred PL with us. So it tells us that after this interval of time, our vessel's position has to lie on this line only. So this is the concept of transferring a PL. Now, when we are transferring a position circle, now you cannot pick up any point on the circle and transfer it. How do we transfer a position circle? Is through its center. So we apply our course steered onto the center of the circle which we want to transfer. What should be the length of our course steered vector? It is equal to the time interval for which you want to transfer it. Like in this case, 0800 to 0820. So we will be applying our engine speed for 20 minutes. So you will get your course steered vector. Then you apply the current. The current is given in these questions. The set end rate or set end drift of the current is given to us. So you apply the current. Current is also applied for the same time. In this case, 20 minutes. You reach up to your estimated position. You can draw the CMG also. Now this estimated position is the center of your transferred position circle. So you have to keep your compass here, open it equal to the radius of your original PC, original position circle. So keep the radius same, and then you have to draw the transferred position circle. So center is obtained by using the course, speed and current triangle. The radius is kept the same, and you can then draw the transferred position circle. So you can mark double arrows here if you want. So these double arrows indicate that this position circle is transferred. Now you can see our transferred position circle, which has been transferred to 820 now, is cutting the second position circle, which is also of 820 at two positions. One position is here, another position is here. So when you do this on the chart, you will see that either one of these positions will go on land, or it will go in dangerous waters, shallow waters or wreck or somewhere. One of the positions will be in safe waters, one will be over land or in dangerous waters. So obviously the vessel is at the position which is in safe waters. So either you will be able to cross out one position by looking at the chart, or they will give you some hint and indication in the question itself, which will help you to cancel out the wrong position and obtain the right position. What kind of hint can be given in the question? Let's say, for example, in this particular question, they can tell you, let me erase the ink. Now you have two positions here. One position is this one, second position is this one. Now let us say both of them, they are falling in safe waters. They can give you a hint in the question with which you can cross out one of the positions. What kind of hint they can give you? They can tell you that at 820, the lighthouse was in a southeasterly direction. Okay, so at 8:20, the lighthouse was in a southeasterly direction. They have not given you the exact bearing, so you cannot plot it. But you see, if your ship is at, let me call it as position number 1 and at position number 2. If your ship is at position number 1, then this lighthouse should be northeast of you. But if you are at position number 2, the lighthouse is southeast of you. So this simple line written there, at 8:20, the raising distance of a lighthouse, which was southeast of the ship's position, was 10 miles. So this indication that the lighthouse was southeast of you tells you that position number 2 is going to be the accurate position. Number 1 will not be our position. So this is the basic concept of transferring a position circle, and this is also known as a running fix. We do a running fix by transferring a PL also, and if we obtain a position by transferring a PC, a position circle, it is also called as a running fix by transferring a position circle. So let us see now what is the data given in these type of questions, and let us try to plot it on the chart. Let us see if we have two position circles, how do we plot them on the chart and how do we obtain our positions. Okay, so let's see what is the data given. They will give us the data for drawing two position circles. It can be from one object also, or it can be from two objects also. Okay, it could be one lighthouse. Same lighthouse, you get a PC at 8 o'clock. Same lighthouse, you get a position circle at 8:20, or it could be two different lighthouses. They will also give us the time interval between the two observations. They will give us the wind, that is direction of the wind and the leeway, and they will give us the current data. Now, along with the current data, they will give us either the CMG or the CTS. You will see any four of the following 6 data is given to us. What are these 6 items? Compass course steered, engine speed, course made good, speed made good, and direction and rate of the current. So you see these are total 6 items. Basically, these are the 6 items of this course, speed, and current triangle. You have the course made good and the speed made good. You have the course steered and the engine speed. You have the set and rate of the current. Total 6 items. Out of these 6 items, if you have any 4 available to you, any 4, we can make this triangle. So for preparing this triangle, we need only 4 items. 90% of the questions, the data which they will give you is, let me erase everything. 90% of the question, the data which they will give you is course steered, engine speed, set and rate of the current. Okay, so these 4 items will be provided to you. Compass course steered, engine speed, set and rate of the current. And they will tell you to find out the course made good and speed made good also. So this is the data which is given to us. So let us see now how do we apply this data on the chart and transfer the position circle. So we have reached in this area. First thing which we have to do is drawing the two position circles. Let me pick up the highlighter. So we draw the two position circles. Let's see where we have the position circle. One position circle we obtained at 1000 hours. So that was from Berryhead. This is the lighthouse which we have. So they gave us a range. And using that range and centered at the Berryhead lighthouse, we draw our first position circle. So we have our first position circle at 1000 hours. We have plotted it on the chart. Now let's plot the second one. We have this straight point lighthouse here. So second position circle is obtained from straight point. The second position circle is obtained at 1100 hours. So let's draw the second PC. So we have the second position circle on the chart. So both the PCs are there. At 1000 hours, the vessel's position should be somewhere on this red color circle. Where it is, we don't know. At 1100 hours, the vessel's position should be somewhere on the blue circle. Where it is, we do not know. So let's proceed ahead.
सर ये पोजीशन सर्कल का क्या रेडियस देते हैं इसका?
बेटा सीधा रेडियस तो नहीं देंगे. They will give you, as I told you, either they will give you the lighthouse was raised dip, okay, last sighted, first sighted. तो जैसे हमने कल इसकी रेंज निकाली थी, लेसर ऑफ द PLR एंड GR, वो हम निकालेंगे और हमें रेडियस मिल जाएगा. या फिर सेकेंड मेथड हो सकता है कि वो हमें HSA दे दें, हॉरिजॉन्टल सेक्सटेंट एंगल, ओके, या फिर वो हमें वर्टिकल सेक्सटेंट एंगल भी दे सकते हैं, ओके, VSA. इन तीनों चीजों से हमारे पास पोजीशन सर्कल का रेडियस आ जाता है.
ठीक है सर.
ओके, इफ यू वांट मी टू टच अपॉन दीज आल्सो, आई विल डू दैट आल्सो. ओके,
नहीं वो जो कंपेयर करने का आपने बताया था वो तो कल आ गया था. हमें HSA और VSA शायद आप बाद में करेंगे, तब देखते हैं.
ओके, so that we will be doing later on, but if you want we can touch that now also if it is bothering you.
नहीं सर ठीक है, कंटिन्यू करते हैं, बाद में देखेंगे.
ओके
सर ये PLR और GR के लिए इस पोजीशन सर्कल के क्वेश्चंस में फिर हाइट ऑफ आई एंड ऑब्जर्वर भी दिया रहेगा ना, हाइट ऑफ आई और लाइट हाउस का?
Yes beta, certainly. Whenever a PLR GR question will be given, height of eye either will be given in the question. If not, you will pick up from the notes which are given on top of the paper.
Okay sir, okay.
Okay, lighthouse height you will get it from here, like you can see.
Yes,
Very height is 58 meters high and straight point is 34 meters. So height of the light will be obtained from the chart. Okay, so once these position circles are drawn, second thing which they give us is the compass course steered. So we have to convert it to true course steered. We never plot compass courses or compass bearings on the chart. We always plot true courses and true bearings. So we apply the deviation, which we will obtain from the deviation card. Deviation card is provided to us, and we will apply the variation. Variation is also provided to us. So we will find out the true course to steer. Variation deviation is applied to compass course and we obtain the true course to steer. Now once we have the true course to steer, we apply the leeway and we get the effective course or the corrected true course. Okay. Now consider the first object as point X. So let's mark it as point X. Berryhead Lighthouse is point X for us. And construct the course, speed and current vector triangle XYZ for the given time interval. So हमने बेटा
जो भी यहाँ पे कोर्स लगाना है right now, तो ये जो इसका सेंटर है पहले लाइट हाउस का, यहाँ से कोर्स लगा देंगे ना सर?
एग्जैक्टली बेटा.
और उस कोर्स को सर जो स्पीड उतने समय की, जो भी समय है सर, उतने समय की स्पीड, ट्रू ऑफ कोर्स एवरीथिंग, तो उतने समय की स्पीड मेड गुड लगा के जहां पर वो चीज आ गई उस डॉट पे एक और सर्कल बना देंगे.
एग्जैक्टली बेटा, दैट्स हाउ वी ट्रांसफर ए
पोजीशन. और जब ये दोनों सर्कल सर वहां पे दोनों के दोनों कट गए, तो जिस साइड की तरफ C है या कोई इंडिकेशन है, वो वाली पोजीशन हमारी हो जाएगी.
एग्जैक्टली, दैट्स राइट. ओके, तो अब इसको करते हैं बेटा. सबसे पहले अप्लाई करते हैं आवर ट्रू कोर्स स्टीयर्ड. सो लेट्स अप्लाई. ये मैंने अपना ट्रू कोर्स स्टीयर्ड मेरी हेड पे लगा दिया है, फर्स्ट पोजीशन सर्कल के सेंटर पे लगा दिया है. दिस इज डिनोटेड विद अ सिंगल एरो. सो लेट मी शो ए सिंगल एरो हियर एंड पोजीशन वेयर द कोर्स टेक्स अस इज Y पोजीशन. हमारे पास Y पोजीशन आ गई. Next thing which we are applying here is the current. So current is given to us in the question. So we apply the current vector also. Set.
सर ये जो
बोलो
पहले वाला एरो है सर, ये जो हमने ट्रू कोर्स निकाला उसमें लीवे भी करेक्शन लगाने के बाद है ना ये वाला एंगल?
राइट बेटा, ये लीवे करेक्शन लगाने के बाद है, मैंने अभी यहाँ पे दिखाया नहीं है, अदरवाइज द प्लॉट विल बिकम लिटिल कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. सो यस्टरडे एज वी हैड डन कि भाई जो भी कोर्स हम स्टीयर करते हैं उस पे व्हेन वी अलाउ फॉर द विंड, सो विच एवर डायरेक्शन विंड इज कमिंग फ्रॉम, वी अप्लाई द लीवे इन द ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन.
तो हम भी सर एग्जाम में ऐसे डायरेक्ट बना देंगे ना, हमें दिखाने की जरूरत तो नहीं है वो लीवे और कोर्स टू स्टीयर इतना था?
नहीं बेटा, आपने सिर्फ अपनी आंसर शीट में एक लाइन की कैलकुलेशन दिखानी है कि आपका जो ट्रू कोर्स स्टीयर्ड था दैट वाज दिस वन, लीवे वाज दिस वन, effective course would be this one. So this effective course is then plotted on the chart.
Copy sir.
Okay. So हमने बेटा कोर्स स्टीयर लगाया अपना इफेक्टिव कोर्स, उस पे हमने करंट वेक्टर अप्लाई किया. करंट इज गिवन टू अस द क्वेश्चन. So current is shown by 3 arrows. So let's put these 3 arrows here. And wherever the current vector takes us is our Z position. So we have the effective course and the current vectors now. अगर x z को ज्वाइन करेंगे तो क्या आएगा बेटा हमारे पास? If I join
course made good.
Very good. So if I join x with z, this gives me the course made good. It is represented with double arrows. So let's mark these double arrows here. So we have this position z now. And this is the position to draw the transferred position circle. So हमें अब अपने ट्रांसफर पोजीशन सर्कल को ड्रॉ करने के लिए सेंटर तो मिल गया है. सेकंड चीज जो हमें चाहिए वो है रेडियस. It will be kept exactly same as the radius of the first PC. So 1000 hours पे जितना रेडियस हमारा था, we keep the same radius and we draw the second or transferred position circle. So with Z as center, transfer the first PC to cut the second PC at B. So let us transfer it. ये हमने exactly same radius रख के Z पे center रख के transferred position circle बना दिया. Now you can see this transferred position circle is cutting the 1100 blue color circle at 2 points. अब इन दोनों में से एक पॉइंट जो है ये सेफ वाटर्स में है, एंड जो दूसरा पॉइंट है दिस इज नॉट इन सेफ वाटर, दिस इज इन डेंजरस वाटर. सो ऑब्वियसली this point is ruled out. This cannot be our position. So our position is at this point. इसको हमने B indicate किया. So B is our final position. So this is how we transferred a position circle and we obtain our position at 1100 hours. So B is backwards. तो अगर हमें 1000 आवर्स की पोजीशन भी चाहिए तो हम क्या करेंगे, जो ये हमारा कोर्स मेड गुड है, कोर्स मेड गुड, वी हैव द कोर्स मेड गुड ग्रीन कलर वेक्टर अवेलेबल टू अस नाउ. इसी वेक्टर को अगर हम बी पे रिवर्स डायरेक्शन में लगा देंगे, then this vector will take us to a position on the red color circle or 1000 position circle. So let's apply it. Draw the CMG in the reverse direction from B to cut the first position circle at A. So we have drawn the CMG in the reverse direction. Mark it with double arrows again. And wherever it takes us on the red circle is our initial position A.
So ZX is parallel to AB, sir.
Exactly, beta. ZX
so
is
the parallel rule is
parallel.
वो ZX वाली
It is exactly equal also. The direction as well as the magnitude both are exactly same. Vector XZ and vector AB are exactly same. Okay, beta? Okay, so this is the concept of transferring a position circle. Not only we have transferred, we have obtained our final position as well as the initial position. So is this clear now, beta? You want me to repeat or is it all right?
Copy,
सर
sir.
एक बार रिपीट कर देना.
Okay, beta. Okay, so let's go back. Okay. So the data which is given to us in this question, they will give us data to draw two position circles. Now in second mates level, they sometimes straight away give you the radius. They will tell you that this point was observed in radar and this was so many miles off. So they can easily plot the position circle. In phase one, they will not give you the radius straight away. Either they will give you it through PLR and GR, that is mean first sighting or last sighting, or they will give you through VSA, vertical sextant angle, or HSA. With all these three methods, you will be able to find out the radius as well as the center of your position circles. So two position circles of one or two objects will be given. They will give you the time interval between the two observations. You will need this time interval to apply the engine distance and the drift of the current. They will give you the direction of wind as well as the leeway angle, and they will give you any four of the following six data: compass course steered and engine speed, course made good and speed made good, and direction and rate or drift of the current. So any four items out of these six are given. 90% of the time they will give you the course steered, engine speed, and the current data, set and rate. So with this, you can find out the CMG and SMG also. We are required to find out two positions of the ship at the time of the second position circle and the first position circle. So how do we go about it? First of all, we draw both the position circles. We have the centers as well as the radius with us. So first position circle for 1000 hours, it is based on the Berry Head Lighthouse. So we draw our first position circle here. The second position circle is for Straight Point. So we draw the 1100 position circle. This is the second position circle. Now what we do is, to the compass course steered which is given to us, we apply the deviation from the deviation card. Variation is also provided to us in the question paper. So once you apply these two, we know what is the true course steered. To this true course steered, if there is any leeway and wind, we apply the leeway also and we get the effective course. So this effective course is now applied to the center of the first position circle. So 1000 position circle center, which is the Berry Head Lighthouse, this is where we apply our effective course. So first object is taken as X. We construct the XYZ triangle, that is course speed current triangle. We apply the course steered, mark it with a single arrow. We get position Y. We apply the current set and the rate of the current. We get to position Z, which is our estimated position. We can draw the XZ vector, and if they have asked you to find out the CMG and SMG, so from this XZ vector, you get your course made good as well as the speed made good. So from this position Z now, we will draw our transferred position circle. This Z position acts as the center of our transferred PC. So from Z, taking a radius equal to the radius of the initial position circle, the red position circle, we draw our transferred PC now. This transferred PC has now been transferred to 1100 hours. So green position circle is saying that the vessel's position lies somewhere on this circle at 1100. Blue PC says that vessel's position lies somewhere on the blue position circle. there are only two positions which are fulfilling this criteria, this one and this one. Now, out of these two, one position is in dangerous waters. So this is not where the ship can be. Okay. Sometime if both of them are in safe waters, okay, let's assume कि ये दोनों safe waters में आ जाती, दोनों के दोनों safe waters में आ जाती, then what you can do is, जो ये CMG vector है, आप apply करो reverse में. If you apply the CMG here, the entire track is in safe waters. But if you apply this CMG here, see, this is where the initial position comes somewhere. So certainly this cannot be our position. Okay, so that this intersection point is our position. So we mark it as B, our final position. Now, if you apply the course made good in the reverse direction, you will reach up to the red circle, and wherever it touches the red circle is our initial position. The distance between A and B will be exactly equal to
Sir, is this, sir, a question regarding this? Sir, abhi tak it has been haunting me since cadetship. Same position circles के लिए. Sir, position circle जब लेते हैं, is it a good practice? Do we ideally choose the two radar beacons or lighthouses? Of course, practically radar beacons वहीं से range लेके बनाते हैं. That they be at prudently at angle of 45 degrees. कि 180 वाला भी ठीक है. After that we can guess किसकी कौन सी side पे safe water है और वहीं पे हम हैं.
बेटा, you are asking about the angle between the two objects जिनके position circle आप draw कर रहे हो.
जी सर, एंगल का तो कोई मतलब नहीं है ना सर.
बेटा, एंगल का मतलब है, it is a little more complicated as compared to PL. PL में ये simple है.
हाँ जी सर, वहाँ पे तो सिंपल है क्योंकि वहाँ पे तो आप 45 पे ले लिया और सब ठीक है. अगर दूसरा ले लिया फिर तो लाइन पे ही हो, फिर कुछ नहीं आप कर सकते.
ओके.
बेटा, अगर PL अगर टोटली ऑपोजिट है फिर तो आपने कुछ किया ही नहीं ना, क्योंकि फिर तो मतलब 180 डिग्री की लाइन पे कहीं पे भी हो. PL इज मच बेटर अगर वो 45 डिग्री के एंगल के आसपास है दोनों. जैसे बेरिंग जो है सर वो 45 के आसपास है तो अच्छा कट मिलेगा. अगर वो 180 के आसपास है तो पूरी लाइन ही बन गई.
Yeah, that's right. For PL, the best angle, optimum angle would be 90 for position line. The optimum angle would be 90 degrees. If you have one lighthouse here, the other one somewhere here, and if this angle of cut is 90, that's excellent. That's great. So for position circles, beta, see, the accuracy can be affected if both the reference objects are close to each other. Okay, let me show you. Let us say you have taken a very head position circle, and after some time you take the position circle. We have a reckon here, it's a arrow reckon, but let's assume that you have taken a PC from here only. Okay, अब जब आप यहाँ से position circle लोगे, तो आपका जो position circle है, that could be something like this. कर्वट बन गया. Okay, let me erase it. So you take a circle centered at this, and it could be something like this. Okay, ऐसा कुछ हो सकता है. Now आप देखोगे दोनों के बीच में angle of cut यहाँ भी कम है. Okay, so in this case the accuracy will be less. But if you vary the distance, okay, if the lighthouses are far away, or the lighthouses are at an angle, in both the cases the accuracy is going to improve. Position circle के केस में सिर्फ एंगल से फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, रेंज से भी फर्क पड़ेगा. The distance between the two lighthouses, इससे भी फर्क पड़ेगा.
But so range also comes into play here. Range is a bigger player than the angle. Yeah,
that's right, beta. So because you may have two angles at 45 degree or even at any 90 degrees anywhere. Let me give you an example. Let us say you want to take a good position and you select another object which is at 45 degree angle. Okay, let us say हमने ये वाला lighthouse जो है इसे pick कर लिया, and we have taken one position circle. अब हमने यहाँ से एक दूसरा position circle लिया, and when we draw this position circle, it cuts like this. अब यहाँ पे बेटा accuracy की दिक्कत आएगी. See, it is giving you two positions. Either it can be this one or it can be this one, and they are quite close to each other. Okay, and the angle of cut also is not very great here. The angle of cut is also weak. So in this case, the accuracy will go down. But then there are two variable factors here. One is the angular separation, another is the range.
Ji sir, understood.
Okay. So as far as Chartwrok is concerned, you don't need to bother. The data will be given to you and you just have to plot that data on the chart. Whether it is at 45 degree or 90 degree does not matter. Practically, yes, if something like this is happening, because whenever two position circles intersect, they will be intersecting at 2 points. So if these 2 points are close to each other, the angle of cut is also going to be very small in that case. That is where the accuracy gets affected. So in that case, you should try to get another position line or a position circle or a celestial PL which can support your position choice.
Celestial PL तो सर deep sea में ही चलती है. वो जब वो pilot की मारामारी हो, then celestial PL is impossible.
Right, beta, right. That's right. So next time you pick up some terrestrial object, another object maybe.
जी sir.
Okay. So this is clear, beta. Transferring a position circle.
सर वन क्वेश्चन है सर.
बोलो बेटा.
सर ये जो अभी हम इसी क्वेश्चन की बात करें तो इसमें जैसे हमने नॉर्थ ईस्टर्ली कोर्स किया है,
Right.
तो अगर सपोज सम क्वेश्चन कैन कम लाइक इसमें लीवे जो है नॉर्थ ईस्टर्ली है 2 डिग्री समथिंग ऐसे.
लीवे देखो बेटा, लीवे तो एंगल होगा और
Yes, sir.
उसके साथ होगी विंड डायरेक्शन. So you can give me any leeway and any wind direction. Just give me one angle.
सर नॉर्थ ईस्टर्ली 2 डिग्री तो अभी इसमें फिर लीवे लगेगा ऐसे नॉर्थ ईस्टर्ली जैसे वो.
अभी देख लेते हैं. Wind direction is northeasterly and you say leeway angle is 2 degrees. Okay. So you mean to say the wind is coming like this?
Yes sir.
Okay. So usually it like the case which you have given, in this case you see the wind is almost coming from right ahead. Okay. So
Yes sir.
Chartwrok के questions में ऐसा आपको concept आएगा नहीं, because in this case it will be difficult for us to find out whether the leeway will be this side or this side. Okay. So whenever they give you wind direction, it will be at a substantial angle to your heading or to the course which you are steering. So you will be able to easily make out whether it is coming from the starboard side or the port side, starboard bow or starboard quarter, port bow or port quarter. So there will be no confusion in how to apply the leeway angle.
ठीक है सर, मतलब ऐसा क्वेश्चन नहीं आएगा, मतलब जैसे अभी
ऐसा नहीं आएगा.
ठीक है
सर. जस्ट फॉर नॉलेज, अगर 5 लेट्स से 2-5 डिग्री कोर्स से इधर उधर है तो फिर उसको उसी हिसाब से लगाएंगे.
यूजुअली बेटा आता तो नहीं है ऐसा, क्योंकि प्रैक्टिकली ऑल्सो सी इफ द विंड इज कमिंग फ्रॉम राइट अहेड और राइट एस्टर्न, it does not have much bearing on the course made good. The effect of the wind goes into reducing or increasing your speed in that case. So practically also this does not apply, and theoretically also question paper में they usually don't give a question like that. But अगर कभी ऐसा सवाल फंस ही जाए और आप देखो कि आपका कोर्स steered जो है वो एक certain course है and they have given you a wind direction, in that case, even if the angle is 5 degrees or so, let us say it is 5 degrees. So you just find out whether it is 5 degrees on your starboard bow or port bow, and you apply the leeway on the opposite side.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, beta. So
sir,
I hope
in some questions like they sometimes ask, जैसे अभी इस straight point lighthouse के 2 lights हैं, एक white एक red है. Sometimes they ask कि change the light from white to red and vessel entered from obscured sector to visible sector. तो उसका फंडा आगे आएगा सर, अभी करेंगे?
तो बेटा अभी बता देते हैं. Let me show you. Would you raise it up? Okay. अब देखो बेटा, ये जो स्ट्रेट पॉइंट लाइट हाउस है, लेट मी इरेज द इंक, इसमें आपको दो लाइट दिखाई दे रही हैं, व्हाइट एंड रेड। ओके, नाउ इफ यू लुक केयरफुली you will see ये जो sector है बेटा, this is where the light is obscured, so you should be able to read out, maybe you can do the full screen, this is obscured sector। यहाँ से लेके बेटा यहाँ तक ये है white sector, you see it is written here white, this is the white sector। और ये जो sector है बेटा, छोटा सा sector है एक यहाँ पे, this one, let me pick up red color only। ये जो रेड सेक्टर है बेटा, रेड सेक्टर ये वाला है, इफ यू सी दिस इज द रेड सेक्टर, इन्होंने यहाँ पे शो किया है रेड, छोटा सा सेक्टर है एक, एंड आफ्टर दैट अगेन द नेक्स्ट सेक्टर इज अगेन व्हाइट, लेट मी मार्क इट विद येलो, सी दिस इज अगेन व्हाइट, दे हैव मेंशन्ड इट हियर व्हाइट। तो अगर ये आपको बोलते हैं दैट वेसल वाज मूविंग ऑन ए सर्टेन ट्रैक एंड द लाइट हाउस वाज ऑब्स्क्योर्ड, लेट अस सी वन बाय वन। ये हमको बोलते हैं लाइट हाउस इज ऑब्स्क्योर्ड। नाउ यू सी ऑब्स्क्योरिंग लाइन जो है इज दिस लाइन, दिस इज द डॉटेड लाइन वेयर द लाइट हाउस इज गेटिंग ऑब्स्क्योर्ड। नाउ इफ द शिप वाज मूविंग लाइक दिस, okay, ship was moving in this way and the light was obscured at 1000 hours, they have indirectly given you a position line. So this line which you see, is your PL for 1000 hours, because whenever the vessel crosses this line, the light will get obscured. They can also tell you the lighthouse was obscured and it appeared at 1000 hours. So in that way, you are moving in this fashion then, and again this line is your PL. Another thing with which they can give you a PL is, they will tell you the vessel was at this particular position. Let us say the vessel was at this particular position. It was moving on 270, the vessel was moving on 270, and at 1000 hours, the straight point light changed from white to red. So if they tell you it changed from white to red, you know, let me pick up a pen. You know, beta, this dotted line is representing the changeover from white to red. Okay. So you know that this is your PL for that particular time. Is it clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, beta. That's great. So we have covered that concept, and with that we have finished our first session also. So let's take a break here. We meet back at 45, and then we proceed to the next concept. Okay. Okay, beta. Bye-bye.